Alright, come on in, hit the like button. I think let's subscribe if you're already. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Most importantly, welcome to the Viking family. So this is my personal opinion and slash review for the 2024 comic book film called Venom: The Last Dance. This is the third installment of the Tom Hardy Venom Sony series. Now here's the plot. Eddie Brock and Venom must make a devastating decision as they're pursued by a mysterious military man and alien monsters from Venom's old homeworld. Now here's some of the casts. This honestly was a very fun but also cool film. Way better than I thought it would be. Especially because I go into these Venom's films not expecting much. Because I liked the first one, even though it was still okay. And didn't care for the second one. Even though I don't remember much about the second one, I remembered that I did not like it. Now, unfortunately, I don't understand a couple of the side characters. It felt like they were setting them up for something. But in my opinion, could have done a better job of doing so, because I was slightly confused on their story. Now, I don't remember strongly if they had any part in the second one. So I could be wrong, could have missed something, but again, I don't remember the second one. But also, at the same time, it could be they're introducing new characters. And I honestly don't know anything about the Spider Universe, other than like a couple things as of the past 2 years. I did watch the 90s animated Spider series, but then again, I don't remember a lot of that compared to, say, the DC side of the animation of the 90s, which was the Batman's animated series. So I remember a lot more of that, but you know, it is what it is. I'll also say the build-up for the villain was cool, but felt like didn't really do much with him. They just did the annoying MCU build-up where it sets something up for another film. Which I'm assuming that means Sony Spider-Man villains will be introduced into the Disney Marvel world at some point, which should be interesting, I guess. That's if it's going. That's kind of a stretch, to be honest, because I haven't been keeping up with if Disney finally bought the rights back from Sony of their Marvel properties, like they did with Daredevil and Deadpool, and you know, I think something else, but yeah, it was had darker spots than I recall the other ones being, specifically the first one, but it had some actual fun spots, but also the typical comedy the other two had, which I'm totally fine with, to be honest. For me, it was mostly, the second one felt like rushed. Like mostly that, and then the CGI was just kind of really, really bad. But the first one I thought was very funny in like two different spots, but it was mostly just a tongue-in-cheek type of comedy, and then it was like this. So I would argue this is actually better than the first two, in my personal opinion, and overall, I had a great time with it. I liked it more, like I said, than the first two, but definitely not in my top favorite Marvel comic films. As that being said, here is my rating. So, leave your thoughts down below. From my understanding, people got mixed results of how they felt about this, which is fine, totally fine. I get it. It's kind of a Sony sloppy thing. The only thing Marvel Spider-Man wise or Marvel anything that Sony has done that's actually good, in my opinion, is usually the Spider-Man films. I think they were owning during the Amazing Spider-Man films, which I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see. But I did see and love their best work, which is the animated with Miles Morales in the first two animations were really, really good. Like, they were just beautiful. The story was great. But yeah, so I understand if you guys are mid on this or didn't like it. So, or if you did like it, I kind of would be surprised if you did. But yeah, always leave your comments down below. Leave them respectful of mine, and I'll respect yours, and then you respect each other's. But as always, remember, I love you all. Please stay safe. Spread the love, most importantly. Skull.